Hello and welcome to Blind Amy, the channel that teaches you to kick ass and look good while you're doing it. Today's episode, we're going to talk beauty and the looking good part. And now I want you to keep in mind that doesn't always mean makeup, like just as long as you're feeling your best self, because beauty is one of those things that it's different for everybody. But people generally associate beauty with makeup, and so we're just gonna jump right into it. Now, my palette got all moved around so that'll be fun. Anyways, all right, so I'm gonna start with, let's see if I can find, okay. So I'm gonna start with a cream eyeshadow. I believe this is pink. But you basically, I say cream eyeshadow. This would also be the equivalent of eye primer. I cannot seem to find my eye primer, but this cream eyeshadow is great because I can apply with my finger just like you could with eye primer. And I'm just going to prime the eyelid itself, the part that goes over the eyeball, and then I do a little bit above in that crease area on the outer part. You know, you have an inner part and outer part to your eye. I kind of divide the eye in half that way. And then we'll get into it. Okay, so I have my brush, and then I have my palette here, and I think I'm going to attempt to crank up my light for you guys because I feel like it's dark. Nope. There we go. Now you can see me maybe a little better. I don't know. I'm blinded, that's for sure, but it ain't about me, it's about you. All right, so let's start basic. In learning the different eye colors. Now, one of the eye colors that I learned when I was just starting and getting comfortable with just using eyeshadows was different shades of brown. Now, I know you're thinking, brown, that's so boring, but it is the most forgiving. So if you mess up, it's not super noticeable. Like if you're trying to mix, you know, gray and purple here, or, you know, you get some green or something like that, it would be noticeable if you messed up really fast. So let's not do that when we're starting to learn how to do our makeup. Let's start simple and build up. Now, one of the things that I did not realize whenever I got started is, you know, I thought you just put it on the eyelid and bam, there you go. Now, apparently that is not how you do it. There is some other ways. Now, you can do eyeshadow in different ways, and I can make a video on that all by itself. And because it'll give you different looks, learning the different zones, especially if you're coming at this from a totally blind perspective. But for this sake, I'm just gonna kind of talk to you guys like you've already watched the video I'm gonna make on the different eyes spots to where to put your product and things like that. Now, I'm going to take Piscotti, which is like a very, very light tan, almost creamish kind of color. And I'm going to put that, they call that the highlight color because it's pretty light. And then I'm going to put it underneath my eyebrow. Now, if you have full eyebrows like me, and my eyebrow actually is on my eyebrow bone. Now, they say that you want to put this on that bone, on your eyebrow bone, the highlight color, but like I said, my eyebrow is literally right on it, so I just put it underneath there. Now with the lighter colors, you can do a few more dabs into it. Like I will, you know, into the Piscotti, I will dab 4 or 5 times with my brush, whereas a darker color like Merlot, I'm only going to hit it twice because they're so concentrated and pigmented. Now keep in mind, all my products I'm using are Mary Kay products. I'm totally biased. I don't apologize for it because I am a Mary Kay consultant. It's what I do. I like to teach, that sort of stuff. Okay, so we have the Piscotti, and like I said, I did 4 or 5 dips into it. And then we're going to go into the next color, which is called Sandcastle. And it's like a dark kind of sand. It's not your white sand, but it's that light brown type of color. For those of you who don't know what color, you know, if I'm just explaining it to you, I'm trying to be descriptive. Okay, So in the sandcastle, it goes in the inner part of the eye, and I also call this zone 2 for that inner part. Where I put the highlighting is what I call zone 1, and I will, again, like I said, explain that all in the colors. Now some, not this colors, but you can, like if you want more of a concentrated color, you would pat the color instead of brushing it. Does that make sense to where your, say you do have a darker color, you know, like green or purple or whatever your color you're feeling is, you know, having, yeah. Anyways, we're gonna move on because I just completely etch-a-sketched what I was saying. Gotta love the mom brain. Okay. Oh yeah, for the padding. So like if you're using, you know, your blue or your purples or whatever, if you pat it onto your eye, it will actually give you more of a concentrated color there, if that makes sense, than if you're brushing it around type of situation. Okay, so we have that. And then to continue on the basics, I am going to mix it up. Bronzer is my secret weapon. I do have some in stock if you're interested, but this was a limited edition item. I don't have a darker brown, which I'm surprised because I like my browns for just a neutral glow kind of look. Now my bronzer has different areas in it where it's lighter in some areas, darker in some, and of course that's bronzer, but it's the same formula as the eyeshadows, which are all Chroma Fusion. Now I'm gonna just swipe my brush a couple times back and forth, and then I'm going to basically cover everywhere else on my eye that didn't get covered with the highlighting and the sandcastle. So you think about it like this: if you're, you know, wanting some color ideas, starting with lighter browns, working all the way to darker browns, basically is going to give you that most natural look. And it's a great fall look too. People love the browns or the pumpkin spice looks and those sorts of things. So, and one of the things that I'm attempting to teach myself here, and it's a little weird, is they say you get a better blend if you use your brush at the end, like you hold it at the end of it instead of up close. And I'm trying it out. Okay, so we've got eyeshadow. Bam, we're good on that. Our next thing we want to do is we want to clean up our mess. So one of the things that I didn't understand for a really long time when I was younger was that there's fallout with eyeshadow, and I can only imagine how I looked on sometimes with that fallout there. So I'm going to take, okay, come on. Okay, so I'm taking some moisturizer or cream eyeshadow, and I'm applying it with my ring finger underneath my eye on the outer part there, on the outer, and then I'm going to take a cotton round and then go up, and you can see on the cotton round there's makeup there that got picked up. So the moisturizer hangs onto it and picks it all up, and bam, you have a clean eyeshadow look. Now to further add the basic into, I'm going to, bam, all right, I have the wrong products here. Okay, first, so you're gonna, I'm throwing in mascara because mascara is a good one, but I'll probably do a video just on mascara because it is my #1 question when it comes to being blind, is how do I do my mascara? Right up there with eyeliner. Now the curler, I'm sure some of you have kind of seen, it looks like a contraption device to where it'd be like where did I, yeah. One of the things that I learned with the curler is, I didn't know this, is you actually have to move it across your eye, because it won't grab it all at once. I didn't know that. Nobody told me. So I'm passing it on to you. You got to move it around. I was just like, I'd put it up there and pump, pump, boom, done. And then I was wondering why my lashes weren't all curled. So, all right. Another step that I love with mascara, and if you're thinking about trying mascara, but you're nervous you're going to make a mess, my biggest recommendation is lash primer. It is clear. It's basically hairspray for your eyes, and so if you mess up, it's dry and clear. Nobody's going to know. But I'm very much see, there I go. If that was regular mascara, I'd have black on my eye. Thanks for proving my point, lash primer. Alright, and then, bam, I've got that. And when I'm applying my lash primer, it's like I blink, or I'm kind of moving it back and forth, and I will go into more of a descriptive video, as I said before. With your mascara, don't do the pump thing where you're that actually dries out your mascara and it won't last you as long. So, pro tip. And I'm doing my mascara, so if I'm not talking, that's why. Now, the thing with mascara is you will mess up. It's not a matter of if you will, it's a matter of when. And it's okay. Everybody does it. And I mean everybody. So, don't feel like you're alone. Alright, bam. Alright, and I got my mascara. So, that's a quick eye look for you. It's very neutral, but it's very flattering to the eyes. And it can be flattering on any eye color. I don't care if you've got blue, green eyes, all the way to brown. Brown you can get away with wearing some different colors, but brown is flattering on any eye color. You little pop on a little mascara, and bam, you're good to go. So I hope that this was helpful for you in some way. If you have questions or you want me to talk about other colors, like I said, leave it in the comments. I always love the comments. And you can also leave me comments on what you would like me to see as far as makeup goes, future videos. Leave it in the comments. And do all the things, like, subscribe, share with friends, trying to grow, you know, because I like teaching people, like I said before. So, anyways, until next time, stay blessed, and don't do anything I wouldn't do.